So there are two issues in recent election years that we've seen are super duper consequential. Those issues are the election denialism, where a bunch of Republicans are still downplaying 2020, saying Trump won it, saying it was a fraud, saying it was stolen. Voters do not like that shit. Plain and simple. All the evidence points in that direction. That's one. The other issue, which has really been a big one for Republicans, is abortion. Trump appointed the Supreme Court justices who overturned Roe versus Wade. The public had a massive backlash to that, and they really haven't been able to course correct since these two big issues came front and center, right? Now, by the way, I thought at the time, and many people thought at the time, I don't know, man, are the Democrats overplaying their hand by doing the January 6th stuff? It seemed like maybe they were overplaying their hand. Wrong. Every election since then, where Trump is the figurehead of the Republican Party, and it's abortion and that issue that are front and center, Democrats overperform, Republicans underperform. It's just a fact, right? And now Biden's got a whole cadre of issues of his own that are a huge problem for him. He's pissing off his entire base. He's pissing off Arab Americans and Muslim Americans and young voters, and Gaza is blowing his chances, right? But having said that, Trump is also doing himself no favors. Now he's a convicted felon. Americans already viewed him as, oh, you're the extremist guy. This isn't 2015, 2016 Donald Trump. Every election since then, Republicans have underperformed because of Trump, viewed as extremist, beyond the pale, etc. Now he's also a convicted felon, right? So you would think he would be smart enough that, okay, that's already a minefield. I'm a convicted felon that's going to turn off the normies and the independents and the moderates and the fence sitters. And so I got to be careful vis-a-vis all these other issues. Maybe I should shut the fuck up about the 2020 stuff, which I don't know if it's fair to say he has, but he's definitely reduced it a little bit, right? But the other one is abortion. You would think it'd be Shishville. That he being Shishberg right now, right? Wrong. So he releases a message to this group called the Danbury Institute. It's an anti-abortion extremist group that calls abortion, quote, child sacrifice, and wants abortion to be, quote, eradicated entirely. I know where you're coming from and where you're going, and I'll be with you side by side. So here it is. Here's a video of him sucking off a group of anti-abortion extremists and asking for their votes. Let's watch.
Hello to everyone at the Danbury Institute and to all of the wonderful pastors and faith leaders, very respected people gathered for the Southern Baptist Convention annual meeting. That's a big deal. I want to thank each and every one of you for your tremendous devotion to God and to country and your tremendous support of me. And I hope I've earned it because we've done things that nobody thought were possible to have gotten done. These are difficult times for our nation, and your work is so important. We can't afford to have anyone sit on the sidelines. Now is the time for us to all pull together and to stand up for our values and for our freedoms. And you just can't vote Democrat. They're against religion. They're against your religion in particular.
They're against religion. Most Democrats are religious. The overwhelming majority of Democrats are religious. Oh, my God.
You cannot vote for Democrats, and you have to get out and vote. We have to defend religious liberty, free speech, innocent life, and the heritage and tradition that built America into the greatest nation in the history of the world. But now we are, as you know, a declining nation. And I might add, we are a seriously declining nation. Seriously, and so sad. I know that each of you is protecting those values every day.
The way he talks is always going to make me laugh.
And I hope we'll be defending them side by side for your next 4 years. These are going to be your years, because you're going to make a comeback like just about no other group. I know what's happening. I know where you're coming from and where you're going. And I'll be with you side by side. So again, thank you once again for everything you do. And you have to get out and vote. Our religious leaders have to get their incredible people that love them so much and respect them so much, have to get them out to vote. God bless you and God bless America.
The only reason Biden has any chance to win this election is because this guy is so fucking stupid. It's true, man. It's true. Dude, this is like one of your biggest weaknesses as a party and as a candidate. Democrats have already tarred and feathered you over the issue of abortion. You gave us the justices that overturned Roe versus Wade. Now chaos is unleashed on the country, and some people can't get any abortion. No exceptions whatsoever. In some of these red states, you have these horror stories coming out, and people need to go across state lines, and now Texas even banned you if you're an abortion seeker and you're driving on their roads. If they catch you, they can fucking lock you up over that shit. What are we talking about, bro? And they're already hammering you over it, and what do? This. Release a video to an anti-abortion extremist group. By the way, Trump did the big thing, not that long ago. Leave it up to the states. We want to leave it up to the states. And he took some shit from that. Republicans, a lot of the elected Republicans were saying, you basically sold out on this. And he's like, no, I have the original position. But now he's sucking up to a group that doesn't agree with him. The group wants to ban no exceptions everywhere. What are you doing? What are you doing? So in this election, we have a guy who doesn't know where the fuck he is, and he can't stop arming and funding a genocide. He's addicted to arming and funding a genocide. And we have a convicted felon who reminds everybody on a weekly basis that he is out of lockstep with mainstream America's beliefs. He's doing the abortion extremism stuff, still believes the 2020 election was stolen, says I'm going to suspend the Constitution. I've never seen a fucking worse race to the bottom than this, man. Holy shit. For the love of God, Democrats, just replace Biden. At this point, I don't give a fuck who you put in. Just replace his ass. Give me any generic Democrat. Anybody who is not aiding and abetting a genocide will do. Right? But here we are. Here we are. And as much as Biden's trying to lose it, Trump is also right there next to him trying to lose this shit as well. That's the thing. Don't listen to anybody who tells you they know what's going to happen. They don't know what the fuck's going to happen in this election because both these motherfuckers are desperately, seemingly trying to lose it. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.